Oh guys, I'm really depressed. Bleed has been nerfed. Madness has been nerfed. What can we use? What can we use now? What can I use? Lightning! Okay everyone, so we have our pure lightning build today. And the man, the middle legend that I choose to name this build after is the smartest man who ever walked the earth, Nikola Tesla himself, the master of lightning, man, the engineer himself. So this is the third vid, guys, that I'm dropping today. It's the third build that I'm dropping, the third full build. So now that I'm working on this video, it's been almost 10 hours. When I edit the video and drop it, YouTube has really been like fast, like editing and like processing my videos. So I think it's gonna be like 11 hours when I like finish and upload this video. So please like and subscribe and comment down below what you think about this build. It will mean a lot because I'm doing the thumbnails, I'm doing everything on my own since this since I learned this patch dropped like 2 hours after it dropped on YouTube. And so right now we have a lightning build that we're using the Dragon Claw, the Dragon Greatclaw. This is the only colossal weapon that has lightning damage on it. It has like natural lightning damage on it. It's a special weapon, so you cannot put any other Astral War on it. It has Endure that I'm gonna show later on what it does. So as you know, the guard boost has been increased for colossal weapons, and also when you're two-handed, the damage has been increased, as I showed in my previous video. So we're gonna be using the Urge Seal plus 10 with Inca Scale 361, guys. So just compared to the Clomax Seal that I use on my King Kong build, my most famous build, it has 287 scaling. Same character, same level. We just had more obviously strength and fate, but we used the Colomax Seal, the one that scales with strength and fate. It just goes to show that that seal is really bad. That you really shouldn't be using them, using it like anywhere past like early game. You should never use that seal, pretty much, except if you have like 80 strength and like 20ish fate. Only then you should use it. But that Urge Seal is going to be your best seal late game. 361 scaling with almost with no buffs to our fate. Or anything like that. Then we have the Gravel Stone Seal on our hand. It boosts Dragon Cloud Incantations, and don't let it confuse you. It actually boosts lightning. It's called Dragon Cloud Lightning Incantations. Actually, Dragon Cloud Incantations in this game. So there was a lot of changes that I'm gonna pop on the stream in this patch. Okay, we're gonna do some damage testing, man. Just to mention, on this same character. This is the character I did King Kong build on, like that was my strength fate build. This Urge Seal plus 10 has 361 scaling with optimized fate, while the normal weak sauce Bestial Claw that scales with B at strength and fate had 287. So just goes to show that that seal is not to be used, man. 361. So without anything, obviously I do realize the guys, that the rain actually increases like lightning damage and decreases fire damage, I believe, by 15, and also if they're wet, it's also increased. So this guy was like taken by surprise. Okay, this guy also 1600. So this is with the Urge Seal. Let's see with the Gravel Stone how much damage we do. So just you have to equip it. It's like even if it's like 0, you see 1900. So let's say we wanna use Golden Vow. Okay. We wanna buff ourselves up. Okay, let's see. It should be like 2.2k or something. You see, 2.2k predicted. And then when we pop the mixed physique, look at this, man. It's gonna be like 2.6k. Yeah, dude, I'm predicting these things, man. I'm a fucking too smart, guys. Too smart, man. So 2.6k damage out of one lightning bolt. Obviously, they're being like startled, so that's one thing. But look at the damage. I just saw the one lightning bolt. That is insane, guys, man. That is literally insane, dude. So we have Lightning Strike. What happened was Lightning Strike. It got decreased stamina cost, and the whole bolt. It strikes foes with lightning bolt from above. This is like the one that you can like spam, like zoom, zoom, zoom from the. That was good, like fucking sound effects from the sky. it got like it increased cast speed, so it was already very fast, so now it's gonna be even faster. Then we have the Ash Dragon Lightning Spear. This one had its FP and stamina cost decreased, also increased cast speed and decreased recovery time. I'm gonna display how like you can actually kind of stand and not get your poise and your stance and your animation castled when you go up in the air with this. If you're already up in the air and some human opponent hits you, non-boss obviously, hits you, you can withstand its like pressure and hits. So Asian Dragon Lightning Strike, this got its recovery time. That's the one when you cast it and then you kind of like have a little like pause when the people like the monsters can actually attack you. So this one got buffed in a sense that you will be able to dodge faster after you finish casting, nothing else. Then we have the Lance's Glaive. This is the one when you like just like spread lightning all in front of you. So you got its cast speed increased and decreased recovery time. And obviously you have you got a little bit of poise when you cast it. And then we have the Death's Lightning that also got like change. So its FP cost got reduced. It's only 32 now, guys. For the Incantation you got pretty much last. This is one of the two Incantations that you're gonna get dead last in the game. Because this is the one that you got out of the Lich Dragon endgame boss. It's not the strongest boss in the game, but like time-wise you should be like one of the last bosses you fight. So it only costs 32 FP now, which is absolutely insane, guys. That's like crazy, man. And it also got its that accumulation, so that blight accumulation strike that like spreads all across. It got kinda increased, so that can be used in PvP. Kinda like if you're fighting some closed rooms, you have like two opponents, you can absolutely kill them with this. So let me explain this pass. So your lightning spear incantation is your bread and butter. You're gonna be spamming this left and right. I'm gonna show you on the screen also like some damage test I did with buffs, with golden vow that we have here. This is something you always increases all your damage types and increases all your damage negations by 5. So I did the testing with this with gravel stone in my hand, with like, you know, the one that boosts all your like lightning damage or not, this or that. Then we have the Lord's Heal. You can use the Lord's Heal for your main heal. That's one of my favorite ones. But I prefer later Urge Heal. This one on this incantation scaling can heal you to 1.2k, so it's always more, so to speak, favorable and just, you know, economic wise better for FP. I can't find the word, man. I'm stuttering now after all the work I've done today. So to use this one over the other one, because also like it's better to heal with this if you have the time, much better, because you're gonna use like half for FP, but to heal like around the 800 HP you have to use one heal flask. So it's just better to heal with this. You can heal 2 of your health bars almost full, compared to using like one heal that's gonna heal half of your HP bar for like a full flask. So it's pretty much 4 times almost more effective than like just the heal flask. Obviously it takes longer to cast. Then we have the Asian Dragon Lightning Spear. This is good against multiple opponents that are all over you, or kinda like if you have multiple opponents. This one is probably the highest damage incantation in the game. And I'm gonna pop the clip for you when I like absolutely destroy a mountain giant with this like in 2 casts. And if you have a big body opponent like a boss, you can absolutely 2-shot them with this. So another thing I wanna mention is the skill on this bad boy. So 948 damage on it because it has a lightning split damage, right? This is the only colossal weapon that does lightning damage. It's only +9, but the Ash of War on it cannot be changed. And it's actually like endure. You have this one on the like different one, so if you know you're gonna get hit, you just endure. Look at how little damage I'm taking, man. And I have only like 50-ish vigor, right? Like 50 or something vigor. So when you endure, you have like, okay, 30. Look at now, 62. So during the endure phase, you actually take you can take anything, man, pretty much. So let me show you the most damaging spell in the game, man. Epic fail, boys. Epic fail. 4,000, man, just because it clipped him. It didn't even like fully hit him. Oh my god, man. 4.8k, man. And on big opponents, it can hit multiple times, man. So then we have the last glaive that's like has a really good range and now got buffed in the sense that you have poise while at the end of your incantation. When you cast it immediately, you can get easily broken, but when you go up in the air, with my testing that I've done, you actually have very, very good poise and you will not get like, you know, put out of animation unless it's a huge like opponent. Then we have the home bolt, which has gotten much better. Then we have that lightning and obviously the blast of the archery to heal you over time, okay? So these are the ones that you want to use, plus Seduxes, whatever the name is. Dragon Incantation, obviously you don't use the Dragon Communion Seal, and also it only does lightning damage when it explodes up and you go up, right? When you go in the air, obviously it's not that like... it's not that incantation, but when you go up in the air, only that does lightning damage. After that, it deals fire damage, so I wouldn't use that one. So let me demonstrate you with all the like buffs. For example, how much damage that lightning does. So here is our opponent. Okay, a big fail. So look at this, 3k damage, man. Right off the rip, guys. 3.2k damage. Okay, let's go home bolt. Look at this, 1.1k for a home bolt. I was never a fan of the hold bolt, but in this actual version and this, you know, look at how fast you can cast it, man. It's insane how fast it casts now. So the patch changed its like cast time a lot. So it really, really matters a lot. Okay. So let me show you the last glaive, okay? Bro, wrong one. So you want to have the gravel in your like hand. Look at this. It's not the best of the abilities, so I don't know why it did like 500 damage first. It used to do 1k consistent, 1.2k consistent from my testing. I don't know. Let's get into the stats that I have for this build. So the main colossal weapon, you need 30 strength and 14 dex. So let's get into our stats. So we put our vigor to 50, a mind to 30, so we have 173 FP, which is insanely high. You use any summon, you have like more than enough to cast. I would never go past 31 PV, it's not needed. We have 27 endurance for a lot of equip weight, and we also like for a colossal weapon. I might have gone too much on endurance, maybe I should have put more points into strength. Then we have, with this character, we have only 9 dex, but with +5 to all stats, we pretty much have 14 dex. We wouldn't put more in dex because the colossal weapon, the dragon colossal weapon, scales better with strength. So we put 40 strength. Think about it, maybe I should have put less into endurance and more into strength. But as you will see, we have very decent like very decent resistances, more than you would expect from a caster build. 85 fate and 11 arcane. So this is like the least I can have in arcane. So, let me go into our talismans, and we have the Venter's Armor. As I said, my favorite armor has the most poise. We have 58 poise with this build, guys, which is absolutely insane. Also, we have the Ruler's Mask. This one is going to increase your fate by 2. Then we have, by 1, excuse me. Then we have a Black Knife Gauntlet and some Black Knife Greaves, which have 17 poise on them, which is absolutely insane. We have 58 poise. So, with this, you can also run PvP, this setup, because, like, obviously I would change some incantations, but like you have a lot of poise with this. Then we have the Ritual Sword Talisman that increases your damage by 10% all across the board when you're full HP, which you should with the Blessing of the Archery that heals you all the time. It heals around 20 HP per second, even more. So you can just like cast it before the fight. Then we have the Lightning Scorpion Charm, increases your lightning attack by 12%, excuse me. Decreases your physical resistance by 5. Which you see, we have 25 resistances across the board, which is absolutely on the high side. Then we have the Godfrey's Icon. He has charge spells and skills. You're gonna charge your Ancient Dragon Lightning Strike a lot of times. And then we have the Faithful Covenant's Talisman. So this one like increases the power of incantations. So that's pretty much the build. Let me display to you some like how can you like farm, okay? So for example, if you want to farm the little guys that everybody is like ultra hellbent on farming. Now thinking about it, man, with the buffs, this weapon, which like we don't even have like, our strength up at all, so we have like only 46 strength, and this one's like really scales only with strength. It has like 900 damage pretty much. So it could like be a very good weapon when we put more strength into it. I should have put more strength than I did endurance in this build, but you know, that's what I did when I respec. Maybe like 5 points difference in the favor of strength. So for the Mr. Zeke, we do the one that like temporarily boosts lightning attacks. This 20% flat boost a must have, and then we do the strength on crystal teeth that temporarily boosts strength, or you can use the opening heart tear to boost all damage negation, man. Okay, so you always pre-buff before like each. And I really like this weapon. Look at the damage, 976 plus. Now you're like you know, your guard boost has been hella increased, so it really works. So let's see how much Asian Jungle Lightning Speed does, man. Look at the spread damage, man. So this can be also used against bosses. And pay attention to how much poise we have when you go up, man. They literally cannot pose break me, man. Okay. Whee! Look at the damage, man. And now it's correct that it does like 1.2k damage, as it should. So you have a hell of a lot like AoE with this build. But this is the one we want to use against bosses, man. So that's pretty much it, boys and girls. Love you. Subscribe if you like the content, man. That's pretty much it.